Hi there, it's Max here again, and after the last scrapbook album, I have a new art journal page for you today. Well, actually these are 3 pages cut in different lengths, like Dyan Reaveley so often does. Even each page exists on its own, all 3 of them are building a unit, as you can see them all at once. Oh, I wanted to do something like that for a long time, but never knew how to combine it with my own style. But I got a new art journal and took the courage and simply started doodling. So there is not really much to explain this time, but maybe it's likewise relaxing to watch me doodling as it was for me actually doing it. Well, to cut a long story short, have fun and off we go! Since I initially only wanted to color the pages, I'm masking the cover and coloring the first page with my Dylusion sprays. I'm using yellow and red, blending them and removing the excess with a piece of scratch paper. And I'm going on like that until I like what I see. And I'm doing the same with the next double page. In order to protect the following pages a bit, I'm covering them again with old paper. And here I'm blending the colors from green into red. And I'm starting with yellow in the middle and work my way to the sides. In order to cover any white spots, I'm working here with a piece of kitchen roll and simply smearing the colors across. To keep the colors fluid and blendable, I'm adding more color or simply spraying a little bit of water onto the page. In order to get everything dry again, I'm using my heat gun, or you can use a hairdryer. And so I'm doing the next page right away. I'm using new clean scrap pieces of paper before I'm starting to color this double page as well. Since at the end all 3 pages should somehow fit together again, I'm using the same color combination here as well. After everything is totally dry, I like to iron the pages to get them completely smooth and flat again. To create individual layers, I'm roughly drawing lines with my Sharpie and then cutting off the page. In order to get the cut edges completely black, I'm tracing them again with the black Sharpie. And just in case something should go wrong, like here, no worries, we are covering the page with all kinds of doodles in the following. And so I'm starting with the first page, where I decided to go with 2 flowers. Since the page is very narrow and I do not need to combine several objects, I'm starting right away with a black fine liner. And just in case the white cover is starting to bother you now as well, don't worry. It was really annoying me so much that I had to come up with something for it at the end. And after the black lines are all done, I'm starting to add some contrast with a white gel pen. When doing this, I'm trying to give the spaces right next to each other always a different color. Then I'm directly going on to the next page. Since I had chosen stripes on the edge of the first page, I'm now using dots on the second one. So this time I'm doing the edge before the actual focal point of the page. And here you can see how my little mistake with the borders is vanishing between the dots. In order to better place the objects on the page, I am now sketching it with a pencil first. Afterwards, I'm outlining everything again with a black fine liner before I'm coming up with individual patterns for the shell of the snail. Again, the contrast is created with a white gel pen, keeping up with the principle of alternating black and white spaces wherever possible. Since the snail's shell is now vivid enough, simple shades are sufficient for the snail's body. Because the upper part of the page feels a little bit too empty, I'm now sketching a few mushrooms for the background. And here again, I'm working with black and white to create a contrast to the colorful background. Since the pages are getting bigger, I'm also choosing a bigger picture for the third page. I always wanted to do a little crazy town. And where would it fit better than on one of those crazy pages? I'm also sketching the little houses lightly with a pencil in order to be able to predict the composition of the houses a little bit better. Afterwards, the black marker gradually creates a collection of more or less crooked and wacky houses. I'm also trying to do the roofs as differently as possible, so that there are a tiled roof next to a thatched roof, followed by a dome roof or other weird ones. Please forgive me if I'm jumping back and forth between the houses while drawing, but often something comes to my mind while doing one spot that I could improve on another one. With the grass at the base of the houses and the sky with the birds, it almost looks as if some little dwarfs are just about to walk around the corner. And then it's down to the little things, such as a cat or a mouse in the windows, as well as different patterns on the roofs. In between, I'm erasing the pencil marks wherever they are still visible. And again, the contrast with a white gel pen must not be missing, because at the end all three pages should somehow fit together. And as you can see, I'm quickly lost in details and have to stop myself not to do too much. And here as well, I'm creating a frame around the page, likewise the other ones. But then I really have to force myself to stop before the details get out of hand. And as I told you, the white cover page bothered me more and more over time. But I still had these leftover pieces, which would anyway be a pity to throw away, wouldn't they? And so I'm integrating them to form a unit, especially with the last page. But to also match the first one, the cover page must now be colored in the same way. I'm no longer doing that with the sprays, but using the blending tool to avoid any splashes on the existing pages. But to keep up with the vintage look, I'm splashing some water droplets onto the page to create some spots. And then I'm attaching the two pieces with liquid glue. Next, I'm sketching the missing part of the petal of the first page, and then continuing with the borders to seamlessly integrate this page in the overall layout. And you know how much I like my albums to be sewn, and so I'm drawing a seam all around the individual parts. And here are a few close-ups. Even not really intended at the beginning, I love the way the cover complements the third page now. Well folks, and that's it for today. I hope you had fun and got inspired. And if you did, then please like, comment and share this video. And if this was your first time here at Color Your Life, then I would love to have you subscribe. And if you additionally click that little bell, you will be immediately notified as soon as a new video is available. Just in case you like more inspiration, then I have here and here some other proposals for you. Simply click on them and keep being creative. Well, then there is nothing more to say than thank you so much for watching and hope to catch you next time again. See you! Bye bye!